We got ourselves Team 2 together with, we got a Demon Hunter, BDSFFG. I don't even know, BDSM? BD, my man. We got ourselves Malfurion, Malfurion as a Necrolord Feral. We got ourselves Shapester as another kitty cat. As a Boomy, Varima as a Feral, as well as Jesus and Shapester. Gonna go for a big convoke into Cracker immediately. Big Star Surges in the opener. Cracker has not popped the defensive just yet. That's gonna be in Rage Regeneration. Fear onto Shapester. Trick inside of it. Tried to spear Shapester down. Leaping on top of a new moon coming in. And Shapester, I think, tried to go for full moon burst on Cracker. Big convoke in that opener. Very aggressive. Trying to go for that half moon. Is gonna go into Bear from to try to get himself a bit of a heal. Can someone tell Majestic to come back and chill in the arena? He's not dueling next. Can someone tell Majestic to come back? Mamaka! Hey, Dark! Hey, Drek, can you guys tell Majestic, yo, come back until you see our time to duel, my guy. Big full moon, get it set up. Gonna be a Reflect for Kragar. Reflect does not reflect the full moon damage, but it does reduce the damage of it by 20%. Or 25? Gonna be a Shapester in that bear form. Try to see if you might be able to get himself a little bit of more recovery, dude. Just a little bit of health recovery. Thorns is up. And Krager just got himself full wreck rolling. That's going to be Cyclone off it. Good trick out of it is going to trick it. Interrupt the Shapester on the regrowth. Shapester going back in the boom bear form. Try to go for yet another Cyclone onto Krager, reflecting back at Shapester, keeping him low on health. Krager does get himself a Bloodthirst. Or maybe, yeah, Bloodthirst. That's a heal off that thing. Shapester in a bad spot. Barkskin is up and running, really low on health. Could be going down into Kragar. I think the Druid does go down. That was a really aggressive opener with a massive convoke. Almost had Kragar, dude. That was such a fast-paced game. He almost had Kragar. I think Druids in the future might be swapping out of that playstyle for PvP, though. There are some buffs and changes for other covenants. So you're not like all just a 2-minute convoke play. I think most people are kind of used to that playstyle. So we'll see how that'll affect the meta. I know for PvE, things are shaking up quite a bit for Boomies. And I'm wondering if it'll change for PvP at all. Malfurion, though, big bleeds out of Kragar, forcing the warrior to charge back in, meeting him with no thorns. Kragar going in for a full ignore pain as soon as he can, just trying to see if he can live up to the bleeds of this Feral Druid. Still holding on to a lot of his defensives. The only thing that's going to stop him is a stun. But he's actually trying to turn some attention back to Malfurion. That was a slime shield getting used. There goes the emergency self-heal with Enrage Regen. Could be emergency defensive for Kragar. Is going to catch the Feral around the corner, getting a charge with Enrage Regeneration getting used. Bashed by Malfurion. Not going in for a cycle. Kragar, she catching him in that spear. Will not be able to power shift out of it. Malfurion actually kind of caught in a bad spot. Wall is being forced here. Might have to go and bear for him to get himself a self-heal. Wall, Thorns, and trying to see if he can counteract the damage of Kragar with the damage of his own. Set up those bleeds. Maybe he has a full Frenzy Regen very soon. He does a Berserk. Frenzy Regen Dragon's Fury could be anyone's game. Maim onto Kragar. Looks like he's going to go for a big bleeds. Does he get to? Trying to see if he can get out, but looks like Kragar taking him out. Oh my goodness, Kragar! Surviving the Druids, dude. Damn, we got ourselves the Minimalist Monk. Can we get ourselves Minimalist Monk? How you doing, my guy? Thank you so much for being a member. 7 months in a row, my dude. Big damage to Kragar. As BD. Is he gonna kill him? Kragar! Oh my god, he got haunted. He got ran through. It's gonna be Kragar actually bailing out of that in prison. Trying to see if he can get whatever health he can, getting those charges in between. BD does have blur available, but his big burst just completely out of the game. Kragar, how are you surviving this? First aid is up. There goes BD with actual metamorphosis, finally using meta. Kragar at no health at all. And BG taking him out with a Drek charging him from the side. Not exactly from the start of the arena, but it's a decent, it's okay, it's fine. Just somebody get the rogue out of the middle. I don't like this guy just roaming in the middle like that. He can just open up on anybody as soon as the duel starts. Wait, is that Drek with a Necrolord banner? Huh? Big Necrolord banner charging in. That's gonna be movement speed. Literally look, oh my god, it looks like my guy. Oh, he looks like Sarfing's cousin or something. Looks just like him. Plus the banner looks awesome. I love the banner play. Big flash card is up for Drek while he keeps BD in the fear. So that is going to be a pretty meaty shield for Drek right now. Especially since he's playing that Arms Warrior. He's going to be able to get some decent survivability out of it. Does go for Reflect onto BD. You can reflect that? I didn't know you could do that. Gonna be a quick blur for BD. Does get a stun into Drek. He's at no health at all though. Big charge from a good distance with a slide. The Chacha slide for Drek. And now he has to go up versus Jesus himself. Jesus himself. Going for the grippy hand, Dreg bailing out of it. He's in arms where he knows he doesn't want to deal with it. Double leap is available for the boy. Just try to stay away from the Frost DK as best as he can. Stunning Jesus, that's going to be IBF getting used, and Dreg does not really have a lot of defenses to work with besides Rallying Cry, parrying that up for a little bit. But looks like most of Jesus' cooldowns are done for the count for the time being, and Dreg trying to get those charges towards Jesus, trying to get those mini charges in between, trying to get some damage out. If Jack can focus maybe on that pet that he summoned, maybe kill the pet, he might be able to do something. Avatar is available. Drake could maybe go for full burst. And it doesn't look like Drake is playing battle stance or defensive stance or anything. So he's getting letting his full damage fly. But it looks like he's going to back up away from Jesus. That pet bites you at the very end, but Jesus exploding that pet at the end. That was a Battle Master's Trinket as well as Rallying Cry. Lots of borrowed health that he was just living on. No wonder he didn't go super aggressive. That's why he leapt away. Jesus, though, is going to be up next versus Mamaka. Mamaka charging at him, using the harpoon after using the survival hunter, the Kyrian ability, the resonating shot. Not really getting the biggest value off it, though. It looks like Jesus recovering a little bit of health with Lichborn while it's up. Trying to see if he gets some slows onto Mamaka. Mamaka tried to get out of the slows ASAP. The more mobile he can be, the better. Just try to stay away from Jesus. Is going to go for that big disengage as soon as the big damage out of Jesus, though. After that grip, looks like Mamaka actually has Jesus kind of low too. Whose game is it going to be? Jesus dots himself with the death pack. Mamaka could go for Turtle Shell if he needs to feign death for a moment, gets off a little bit of heal. Battle Belt Trinket, Kyrian Sipping Cup, trying to go for that manic bandage in the DK's face. And Jesus, he just gives a perfect opportunity to wait out until death pack is off. Try to see if he can get him some more switch to slow down into Mamaka. The nades go from afar. It does get a big old grip in there. And needs himself a little bit of resource in order to survive. Just actually getting quite a low. Kill shots coming through. Does he have enough damage here? Try to see if he can make enough damage happen. But I think it's going to be done and done. And Mamaka taking him out with a feral Yarima. Man, this game's been going real quick. Yarima up next. Trying to just get some bleeds to the Mamaka. He throws that resonant arrow, but he sees that Varma is at full health. Mamaka's health was not doing good. So he does drop down into a turtle shell. Big old leap by Varma does break him out of stealth. Does not get the rake stone open. And Mamaka has a freezing trap waiting for him, which is perfect. Going to be a steel trap after. Should be able to get some dots on the feral. And the kitty cat just charging in at the survival hunter. Going to be tricked out of the stun. Reversing a batch back into Mamaka. Full berserk is ready to go. He's trying to go for the most amount of damage. Feign death real quickly for Mamaka, removing majority of those dots. But it barely any health. Moonfire is all he needs to. And taking him out. It looks like Dark is going to be up next. Going to be a flesh kept up while in bear form for Ravarimum. Dark doesn't go on to interrupt it at all. Instead, he's just going to go for a full Zuwen, go with the weapons of order, get at those big tiger palms just to stay on Varma as much as possible. Thorns is up with a bark skill for Varma, is going to need to go for as much recovery as he can. Karma being used by Dark to get super aggressive in the Thorns. Wall is out for Varma, that's going to be immediate chicken for Dark. He's trying not to give Varma any breathing space at all. I think that's his play, is trying not to give the druid any breathing space at all. Big roar with a cycle, no chicken available. Does get the jab to charge him towards Varma with images, but he wasn't able to really capitalize him much. Does keep Varma in combat though. And look at Dark, dude. He's just getting so aggressive with those jabs. That's like a 10-yard range of that thing, and it does charge him towards the target. Big Fist of Fury. Again, Varma so far has been okay. He lived through his burst, but the monk is still on him. He had him cyclone, he got a couple of regos, but the monk is still on him. He hasn't been able to actually peel the monk off. Going for the big bites with Dragon's Fury. Dark does not have a karma anymore. Has a wall for this one. Big bites are coming through, and maybe this is where Dark might have been off too much more than he could chew. Because he was staying on top of armor the whole time. All the Feral had to do is reverse the damage. Thorns is up, Furying into the Thorned Feral. Probably not a good idea, but does have a cover of Diffused Magic. And Varma finally able to get himself some regrowths, only because Dark doesn't want to chase after him. Does get a leap with a Skull Bash around the corner. Big brutal swipe. Taking him out with the Rogue, opening up a bunch of armor, building up some common points. No trick available for Varma, so the Rogue can just go for another reset. They're just going to have himself a great spot. Varma could go for a reset himself as well. Does go for a reset. Both of them go for reset. Does get the Rogue out. Get a shot at Varma, and there goes a full burst for Majestic. Varma actually bought himself a little bit of time by going for the reset. Does get himself the Trinket. Going to be a Roar. Majestic trinkets out of the Roar. Immediate blind to Varma. Unless Varma has an Enrage Regeneration emergency heal coming up right now, I don't think he survives this. Unless he has Bark Skin, I don't think he survives it. Unless the Rogue messes it up really badly, I don't think he survives it. Because Majestic does not have any Trinket. He has to play it perfectly. Kidney Shot. That's it. in 100% crit opener. There's nothing you can do even in bear form. Man, that rogue twice, dude, was the executioner. Just came in, whoever he's against, gets him out. Just out of the game. Sick pet management. Dude, that was a lot of pets in that game, dude. That was a lot of